Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Desk by E2M. I am Himal Thakkar, your host, and today we have Bhaumik Mistry as our guest. Bhaumik, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Sure, Imal, thanks. So, hey viewers, I am Bhaumik. I am working as a technical project manager at E2M. It's been 4.5 years since I am working here, and yes, definitely, it's love to work over here.
Okay, so Bhaumik, can you walk us through your journey at E2M? How did you become a technical project lead here?
Sure. So, in terms of journey, we can say that it's been a rapid growth of my personal growth because whenever I joined E2M, I am joined E2M as a fresher, as I just have the HTML and CSS knowledge. So whenever I joined E2M in I think 2019, I assume that how can I suffer over here because everyone has a great knowledge of WordPress, Shopify, and all those things. But gradually, whenever I come to know about the WordPress, Shopify, and all those things, my growth is uh, unstoppable. You can say that. So as of now, I am working as a technical project manager, and my daily work was to deal with the clients and deal with the team members and all those things.
So Bhaumik, you work in e-commerce majorly.
Right.
So how would you explain e-commerce to a 5-year-old?
So yeah, that's really little bit of difficult thing to explain the kid about that. But yeah, we can say that. Let's say for an example, I have a daughter of 1.5 year or two, approximately 2 years old, right? So if she wants to get something, right? So whenever she check the phone or anything else, so she used to come to me and like, hey dad, this is a thing that I would like to buy. So in that case, we didn't require to go out to the stores and check the things from our end. We can easily do that from our phones or computers as well.
Okay, so yeah, kids nowadays already know about things. You don't
Yeah,
really have to explain it, that
right.
I'm correct. So, um, e-commerce Shopify is that is something. So, how do you think what are the aspects or elements that make Shopify a major contributor in terms of e-commerce?
Okay. So yeah, as you can say that we have a multiple technologies in the market that deal in e-commerce specifically. But yes, we can say that Shopify has some specific aspect that catch up the user eye to client's eye to go with the Shopify. We can say that it is a first of all, it is a self-hosted platform, right? It has a multiple ability to integrate with the multiple payment providers. It is also SEO friendly, and one of the biggest features that as of now we have is a Google Analytics and all those things. So Shopify itself has a Google Analytics report that provide you all the reports, month wise, year wise as well. So these are the main aspect from the Shopify that catch up the client's eye on it.
Understood. So we live in an AI era and we use ChatGPT. Do you
Right.
use it, right?
Yeah, we can.
So how do you utilize it, and do you think that it is affecting e-commerce?
Uh, yeah, it will affecting e-commerce. Actually, it is affecting right now,
Okay.
right? Whenever we say that in a past we have a sites where we can just see the products, like images of the products, right? But nowadays we have that AI algorithm that catch up your face and provide you the actual visualization of that product. So let's say for an example, Lenscard, right? So Lenscard has that ability. So you can capture your photos in it, and whatever the frame you choose, it will provide you the visualization of your face, that how much it fits on your face, something like that. So it definitely improve the e-commerce market for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Um, Tell us one most inspiring project-related story from E2M.
Okay. So project related stories, yes. As I say, I have been working over here for 4.5 years. So we have a many projects stories from our end. But yes, definitely we have a one project story like recently a day. So we are working on it. We have multiple developers working on a single project, and we are very much happy to deliver the client what we are anticipating, and we are almost done with that. and all of the sudden the latest update from the Shopify comes with the CLI theme kit and all those things. So whenever we try to do all the things in a particularly one system, and all the things gone, all of the others work, I think approximately 14 to 16 hours of work is vanished. So we are thinking what we can do now. Because actually we already committed the timeline to the client, right? And in E2M we always believe that we never let down the clients. So thank to my team, like they are supporting me till 6 in the morning,
Oh my God.
and we four peoples are there, and all of them are doing great, and perfectly we achieve the timeline that we provided to the client.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so you have a big team. How do you manage them? With technical project manager, there are some ups and downs.
Yeah.
What are the likes and dislikes of the role?
So basically, we can say that every person has a different strategy and different needs individually. So you are right. We have ups and downs in team. Like I have approximately 14 to 15 members of team in Shopify that are working in front end and back end, right? So let's say for an example, some of them has front end ability like design eye, so they can easily understand the client's requirement based on the client's comments and all those things. And some of the members have the technical knowledge, like strong technical knowledge, how we can make this thing possible for the clients. So in that kind of scenario, what I would suggest to the viewers, we can do that. We can combine both of them team members, right? We can get we will do a meeting with them, and we can finalize the thing, like how we can proceed and how we can provide the better solution to the client.
So, who's your inspiration and who is influencing your career path?
So in general, like in person or in anything,
Anything is fine.
so it's a little bit of strange choice, right? My inspiration is honey badger, the animal,
Okay.
right? So the reason behind it is, it is an animal that never give up,
Okay.
right? He is the only animal that fight off for the large predators like leopard, lion, or tiger, whatever it is.
Okay.
So he never give up on a fight. So this is the main, reason that inspired me. Like in general, I would prefer never give up on anything that you have, right? Whether it's ups and downs and whatever. So yeah, honey badger is my inspiration for all of this thing.
Okay, let's talk about E2M. So, what was your initial impression of E2M and how do you think has changed or evolved over the years?
Okay, so to be honest, when I joined E2M in 2019, I used to work for the company that called startup company. It's only have a 10 to 15 members, right? Where we, there is nobody that get demand you for the updates, or asking you for the updates and all those things. So when I come for the interview, like HR round, technical and all those things, so all those things are going smooth. Then one day the HR called me and told me that our director would like to meet you. So
Here in E2M.
yeah.
Okay.
So our director, like Manish,
yeah.
wants to meet me.
Okay.
So I was a little bit of afraid, like what kind of company is that? That CEO, the director would like to meet the person that actually hiring. We are hiring.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit of afraid and thought that how can I, how can manage that environment. I'm not able to do that. They have a strict timeline. They have a strict
It
things
can
to
get
follow.
intimidated.
Yeah. So that was my first impression. But gradually when I joined the E2M and get to know the Manish, get to know the management over here, so that definitely it totally changed, like 0 to 100%.
Okay. Tell us about E2M's culture and if there's any change you'd like to make.
Change.
To make it better,
Yeah.
obviously.
So change word doesn't fit in E2M.
Okay.
First thing.
Okay.
Because I don't think so that anything needs to be changed here.
Okay.
Because everything is not. We cannot say that everything is perfect. But yeah, nothing required to be changed here. And for the culture, we can say that we have that culture that people gets the opportunity what they are doing.
Okay.
Right, as you can see that I am joined as a fresher in just HTML and CSS, but gradually whenever Manish and Prapti is my delivery lead, right? So Manish and Prapti whenever notice the thing in me, like what are the things that needs to be improved and what are my capabilities, so they are definitely pushed me, and today here I am.
Okay. So, do you think E2M is the right choice for someone who wants continuous learning and professional development?
Definitely 100%, even I can say 110%.
Yeah, I also agree there. Okay, let's have some fun questions. So I know you have multiple stories from your time here in A2M, but if you have to tell me the top three fun stories.
Top 3 fun stories. So yeah, one I remember. First one is we have a event, just random events at the office at our previous location, where we all Manish and all of our members are getting on the floor, and just I think we are discussing about our success of 100 standard plans,
Okay.
right? And at that time, just Manish played the Bela Ciao song
Yeah.
from the Money Heist.
Yeah.
And everyone on the floor is starting to dance like
Yeah.
madly. Everyone turn on the flash of the mobile, and we switch off the lights and all those things.
Yeah.
So that is the first thing that we didn't imagine ever
Okay.
in companies, like in corporate companies. So this is the first thing. Second thing, we can say that Udaipur trip that we had, I think 2 years back on our company anniversary.
Yeah.
So that is the second thing. And third thing is we went for the cycling on a riverfront,
Yeah.
Sabarmati riverfront. So that is the thing, top 3 things that I remember.
Okay. Uh, what is the most unusual or weird product you have seen sold online? And what was the reaction to it?
So basically, as I say, my daughter used to show me the products on the phone and
Yeah.
all those things. So one day when I was just checking the Amazon for the random items for the house, and one statue over there on Amazon, that is goat statue.
Okay.
Underneath it, it's like a stone. So my daughter asked me, "What is this? That?" So I used to look at it. What is this? Why anybody sold goat? And then I got to know that it's screaming goat.
Screaming.
Yeah, it's screaming god. And in description it's written now that if you want your partner to suffer from the night sleep, so you can turn it on and put it in your bedroom. So I was like, what, this kind of thing, people's are purchasing. So this is the one weird thing that I would.
I am assuming that people played for pranks only and not
Yeah.
really. Okay. If you had a chance to become a CEO of E2M, what would you like to change? So I am assuming that you'll say cabin or salary. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
So first thing I would like to say, sorry to Manish, because yes, definitely the main 2 choices are, first one is a cabin,
Yeah.
right next to it, and the second one is a salary. Who doesn't require the salary hike?
Yeah,
So
right.
these are the 2 things.
Okay. Now comes the rapid fire round, and you have to be rapid with your answers in this round. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question is: would you rather find a dream job or win a lottery?
Dream job, definitely.
Okay. Are you more of a thinker or a doer?
Doer.
Doer. I'm a thinker. What is your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
You have to be
We can say
rapid.
that
Rapid.
we can say that a food.
Okay.
Like
Food.
I know, food in the sense fast food.
Okay, a junk.
Yeah, because we know that it's harmful for the health. But whenever I see the McD, Subway, and all those
We
things,
know that.
I'm not able to control myself.
Yeah. Okay. What are the least likely 3 words someone would use to describe you?
Least 3 words. Let's say first one is a possessiveness, right?
Okay.
So everyone say that I am possessive to the family members and all those, but I'm not.
Okay.
Second one, everyone say that I'm introvert, but I'm not.
Okay.
And the third one, I don't remember it. Yeah, calmness. It
Okay.
looks like I'm calm, but no.
You're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What world record do you think you have chance to beat?
World record. I don't know it exists or not,
Okay.
but yeah, sleeping.
Same, yeah,
love
I was gonna
it.
say same thing.
I love to sleep.
Yeah.
If anyone say me like you can sleep 48 hours, so I can say wow, and just that's it.
Same here. I also feel like I can beat that world record. That's all for the rapid fire round. But now we have another round where we have asked your colleagues, your friends in office to ask you some questions. So I'll do you a favor, answer only 5 of these questions that we have received, okay? So we can start.
What advice would you give yourself?
You have to speak up so that viewers can listen to.
What advice would you give yourself in your 20s? So yeah, it's more kind of serious advice. I would say I just waste few of my time in my 20s. So regardless that, focus on your career, like in your studies and all those things, so you can achieve the goal and achieve the thing that you needed.
Okay.
Whom do I idolize in E2M apart from Manish and Prapti
Nice.
for our worth etiquettes? So yeah, whoever asked this is a smart because
There's no one else?
yeah. Now I have one person.
Okay.
Like I wish I would work like her specifically, and she is Khushbu.
Yeah.
She is 100% dedicated to her work, and definitely I would like to get that good thing from her.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, what is one thing that you request doing in E2M?
Regret.
Okay, sorry, regret doing in E2M. I think nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Good to know that.
Okay, what is the one work secret no one knows about you?
It's a
Work secret.
Yeah. Is there anything you have done that nobody knows?
Yeah, actually, actually, I'm not. I'm doing it right now because it's not secret kind of thing. But yeah, we can say that I always believe that deliver more than expected, right? So whenever we have a deadline or we have things from the client, and I know that thing needs to be delivered tomorrow, but at the same time, I am also assuming that team members can easily manage that today itself.
Okay.
So I am forcing them to complete that today. That are the secrets.
Now that you have said the secret, it's no longer a secret.
Yeah, I think then they got to know about it.
Last one.
Okay, how do you incorporate the SEO strategies to Shopify client? Okay, SEO strategies in terms of we can say that we provide them the in general we used to work with the client for the SEO thing. So we are providing them particularly sheet and audit report to the client. So in that, in general practice, like the images URLs, the heading tags, the canonicals URLs and all those things. But yeah, definitely I am not SEO guy, so I am not 100% sure about it.
Okay, you're
But
not the right person to answer it.
I am taking help of Vishal and Darshak that we have in SEO team.
Yeah.
And then we can provide the client for all those things.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bhaumik. It was absolute pleasure having you on this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Himal.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this episode. Don't forget to share, subscribe to our channel, and please show us some love in the comment section below.